spoken about the software requirements. What are the different type of requirements that we have? Okay, and what is meant by business requirement? What do you mean by user requirement, system requirement? And now we are talking about functional and non-functional. We have stopped there. So functional and non-functional requirements are nothing but if a requirement which is related to a functional aspect. Okay, so that particular requirement is called as functional requirement. Okay, function is nothing but to perform a particular task, to do a particular task, right? So whatever the things that are involved for that output, those are called as a function, logical statement you can call, right? So here you can see that function receives some inputs, process it, and provides certain outcomes. Okay, so in programming language also you might have learned that function is a set of statements which are going to perform a similar task, right? So here functionalities means like searching, okay, giving a report, or doing some arithmetic operations or logical operations. Those all comes under functional requirements. Okay, what is meant by non-functional requirements? Non-functional requirements is to specify how a system behaves. Okay, so these may be qualities, standards, and other aspects which are referring a particular product or an organization. Okay, so it basically deals with the quality characteristics. Okay, those are called as non-functional requirements. So these non-functional requirements examples are like cost, performance, interoperability. So several aspects are there with reference to non-functional requirements such as security, storage, configuring, performing, performance, and cost. All these things. So if you are observing these qualities, or if you are observing the non-functional requirements, here it doesn't have any logical things to perform. Okay, so security is nothing but to provide some security aspect. Okay, storage is but to store store the things. So there is nothing functional concept involved in it. Whatever the file that comes, it stores it. Okay, configuration is nothing but the system configuration we have already seen, right? Or else configuring a system, or else a product. So configuring, you will be just configuring whether it works or not. That's it. Performance is to check whether it is working in a fast, medium, or slow manner. Okay, cost is high or low, like that. So nowhere in non-functional requirements you have any functionalities. Okay, so I thought of doing that yesterday, but as time is not sufficient, I have given a brief description of these functional requirements. Okay, so I hope everybody of you now can write what are the different types of requirements with reference to part A in unit 2. So all of you draw a diagram, write definition of requirement, draw a diagram, write all these requirements, explain about them. So that will be an essay question such that if any subtopics are only asked, for suppose if they ask only to write about functional and non-functional also, will write. Okay, so don't focus on subtopics. Okay, focus on the essay question such that if any question is asked, you can write from that particular block. Okay, so this is all about unit 1. So now we will go ahead with part B, that is about requirements engineering process. I'll show you a diagram for it. So requirements engineering process. So okay, so I think everybody of you can see this figure. Is it visible for you? Is it visible for you? Okay, I think it's already been discussed, right? So this is the main diagram of part B of unit 2. Okay, as I said, these are all subtopics. So if you are reading the if you are writing some definition what is meant by requirements engineering process and this diagram, so that you can easily explain the subtopics. Okay, you need to remember only 2 diagrams in unit 2. I have said about requirements diagram, and this is requirements engineering process diagram. Okay, process is nothing but the steps that are involved in doing that particular aspect. Okay, see, for suppose here you can see requirements elicitation, this is subtopic, requirements analysis, requirements specification, requirements validation. Okay, we have learned what are the requirements, and now we are discussing about how we are going to process those requirements. Okay, so requirements elicitation, requirements analysis, requirements specification, requirements validation. So if you are observing these 4 blocks, okay, so these 4 blocks, the common concept is requirements. So if you are removing requirements, if you are writing the definition of the remaining part, there ends the matter. Okay, if you are writing the definition of elicitation, what it is, analysis, specification, validation. Okay, in turn, these 4 blocks are there in management. Okay, requirements engineering process. Okay, or else requirements development. So this is the label of your diagram, requirements development. Okay, so you are managing the requirements. How you are managing the requirements based on this 4 subtopics, that is elicitation, analysis, specification and validation. In that, the subtopic SRS is very important. Okay, software requirement specification, because it is the documentation part of this particular requirements engineering. So the first concept what we understood from requirements part is customer needs. Okay, so your project depends upon the customer requirements. Okay, so once the customer requirements are known, then you go ahead with elicitation. Okay, once the elicitation process is completed, that is nothing but discovery. Okay, so once the elicitation process is done, you will go for analysis part. Analysis part is nothing but organizing the data that is been they observed from elicitation part. Okay, so you are organizing that systematical way which is been transferred from elicitation. Okay, once the analysis part is done, you are keeping that as a documentation which is called as SRS in short. Okay, software requirement specification. Once the documentation part is ready, you are validating it whether those are right or wrong. Okay, if it is right, if you want to incorporate something, you can incorporate it, or else if you want to remove anything, those are being removed. I can see some hand raising. Yeah, any doubts you can ask me. I have seen someone have raised their hand. Any doubts, students, or can I go ahead? So all of you take a screenshot of this diagram. Okay, and this is the main core diagram for part B of unit 2. Okay, that is about requirements engineering process. I hope I am clear. I'm going to explain you now about the subtopics which are there in requirements engineering process. Can I go ahead? Any doubts you can ask me. I need some response. Nobody is responding. Okay, yeah. So now from the meaning of the word itself, like elicitation, what do you mean by elicitation? It's already explained, I think, right? What is meant by elicitation? Elicitate. Okay, discovery. What do you mean by elicitate? To be precise, you are calling it as discovery from the diagram. I want to be specific, like what exactly you call something elicited. So if you Google it, or else if you see any dictionary, inquire with people and enlist the requirements, inquiring people. Yes, it is one of the point, one of the concept how you are going to get the data. But to be precise, I want one more word. It's not exact. You're telling the procedure of how you are getting that, but I want to know what an elicitation technique is or elicitation procedure is. You can Google it. You can see in dictionaries if you are not if you don't know what an elicitation means. Any one of you type in Google or dictionary or Wikipedia, whatever it is. I want to know, to make sure that all of you know what do you mean by elicitation. Yeah, yes, that is right. Okay, only one student is responding, M7. Remaining all are listening or not? Or else just you are turning on your mobile phone and keeping that away. Yeah, collecting intelligence information. No need of intelligence, collection of information or raw data. In DBMS you might have learned, right? Raw data, organized data, metadata, and all these things you are learning in DBMS, right? For suppose a definition of a file, data, file, you might have learned definitions of it, right? Yes. So here, if you are understanding about elicitation is nothing but to collect the required information. Okay, information in the sense it is not in an organized manner, right? That's why this analysis part is there as second one. So you are getting the raw data from the customer. Is it from the customer? Where you are getting the raw data? You are getting the raw data from different users or different stakeholders, right? So let us see about that. So in that we are having requirements gathering, specification and validation. So whatever the subpoints we are discussing, so those subtopics are there in requirements engineering process. Okay. So you're right. You are going to write about all those things. So what is meant by elicitation? What is meant by validation? What is meant by organization? So all these things you are going to write. So here let us talk about elicitation techniques or elicitation. What do you mean by elicitation? Okay, see a subtopic. I have told you that from this diagram, either they may ask you directly to write about requirements engineering process, or else they may ask you subpoints of this as an essay question in your main examination, right? For short answer questions, they may ask you explain about elicitation, explain about requirement analysis, explain about requirement specification, requirement validation. I am very clear for you. All of you just read these two diagrams. Okay, that is requirements. What are the types of requirements diagram, which I have shown in my previous slide. Okay, this diagram, and for part B, this diagram. So whatever question has been asked from unit 2, you can write for part A this diagram and part B this diagram and explain concepts in it. It is very easy and clear. Okay, all of you understand it. So everybody of you should by heart or remember these diagrams. Okay, So if I ask you about write about software requirement specification, you may draw this diagram. You don't know what to write. Okay, so at least draw this diagram and explain some words with reference to requirement specification. Okay, because see, in this diagram itself you are writing summary, what elicitation is, what analysis is, and what documentation is, and what validation is. Okay, this is the summary part. So once if you are elaborating the summary part, that is enough for that particular block, for that particular subtopic. Okay, but don't try to read some parts of this diagram. Okay, so whatever you read, make sure that you read perfectly. Okay, don't remember only these blocks that are inside.